When the power goes out in a blizzard, a hurricane, or any situation where you need to stay low profile, cooking safely indoors becomes a completely different challenge. I have tested all of these popular emergency cooking options side by side so you do not have to guess. Before anything else, keep a fire extinguisher nearby, use ventilation where needed, and run a battery-powered carbon monoxide detector anytime you have an open flame indoors. That is non-negotiable. Before you fire up any stove, remember this: every meal you do not have to cook is fuel you get to keep. Peanut butter, canned meat, tuna, soups straight from the can. These get you through the first day or two without burning a single drop of fuel. Use them first and save your cooking fuel for when it actually matters. Number 1. Hot plate and power station. The hot plate is the easiest and safest option on this entire list. It works exactly like your regular stovetop and stores in a closet without any special considerations. It boiled water in 6 minutes and used 110 watt-hours. That is 10% of a 1,000 watt-hour power station for one boil. Frying an egg took 2.5 minutes, which sounds fast until you realize what it costs in stored energy. The problem is not the hot plate, it is the energy drain. That same stored power could run lights, charge devices, or power medical equipment. Unless you have strong solar charging to replenish daily, use this only for small tasks, like boiling a cup of coffee. Number 2. Dietz Lantern Cooker. This looked promising. It did not deliver. Water took 20 minutes without a lid, and still did not fully boil. Frying an egg took 12 minutes, and the results were poor. The cooking surface is small, the setup is top-heavy, and the open flame sitting on top of a lantern creates a real stability concern indoors. The one genuine advantage is dual purpose. If you already own a paraffin lantern, this sips fuel, and the paraffin lasts for decades stored properly. That earns it some credit, but not enough to recommend buying it specifically for cooking. Use it to warm soup if you already own one. Do not buy it for this purpose. Number 3. Alcohol stove. These small stoves are about $17 on Amazon, and they genuinely work. Water hit a rolling boil in 5 minutes, and an egg fried in about 4 minutes. The fuel, denatured alcohol, costs around $15 and lasts indefinitely in a sealed container. The one limitation is that you cannot refuel mid-cook. The canister gets too hot to handle, so buy 2 and swap them out when one runs dry. These are low-profile, lightweight, and perform well in cold weather. They are a staple in bug-out bags for good reason. Not your first choice for daily emergency cooking, but cheap enough that everyone should own at least 2. Number 4. Sterno and canned heat. Sterno gets mentioned constantly in prepping content. In practice, it under-delivers. Water took 20 minutes without a lid and still did not fully boil. The best can fried an egg in 9 minutes. The problem is flame size. A single small wick simply cannot generate enough heat to cook efficiently. Buy quality cans from Sterno or Instafire, not the dollar store versions. Those run significantly cooler and waste your time. These work well for keeping food warm in chafing dishes, which is exactly what caterers use them for. As a primary emergency cooking method, the fuel cost versus heat output ratio does not make sense. Have a few on hand, but do not stockpile cases of them. Number 5. Vesta Instafire Heater and Cooker. This is a better version of the Sterno setup because it contains everything in one self-contained unit. Running 2 cans of canned heat inside it, water boiled in 12 minutes uncovered, and an egg fried in 7 minutes. Better performance than loose Sterno cans because the unit concentrates the heat more effectively. It also doubles as a space heater, which gives it real value in a winter emergency. It also works with alcohol stoves. Drop one inside and water boiled in just 7 minutes. The self-contained design eliminates the tipping risk you get with open cans and makeshift grill setups. A solid dual-purpose option, worth having, just not essential if you already own a butane stove. Number 6. Gas 1 dual-fuel butane and propane. This is where performance jumps to a completely different level. Water boiled in 80 seconds. An egg fried in 90 seconds. The unit runs on either butane at $3 a can or propane at $5 for a 1-pound canister. Propane burns twice as long as butane, making it more cost-effective per cook, despite the higher price per unit. For indoor use, stick with butane. Propane is not rated for indoor cooking by the manufacturer and produces more combustion byproduct. I tested propane indoors for 20 minutes with no carbon monoxide alarm response, but that does not make it the right call for regular use. At $30 for the stove, this is excellent value, and the dual fuel flexibility is a genuine advantage. Number 7. Iwatani Butane Stove. This is the winner. A butane stove rated for indoor use is the closest thing to cooking on your normal kitchen range without grid power. The Iwatani at 15,000 BTUs boiled water in 70 seconds and fried an egg in 80 seconds. These stoves are used daily in Japanese restaurants for a reason. They are safe, fast, and reliable. The fuel shelf life is indefinite when stored properly. The canisters are the only limiting factor, not the fuel itself. The 15,000 BTU version is overkill. An 8,000 BTU model from Chef Master or Tech Chef costs significantly less and uses less fuel per cook while still delivering performance that beats every other option on this list. You can get a quality indoor-rated butane stove and a supply of canisters for under $100. That is the setup to build around. Full ranking, worst to best here, is how everything stacks up once you look past the star ratings. The Diet's Lantern Cooker sits at the bottom. It is not a cooking tool, it is a warming tool with an unstable design. Avoid buying it specifically for emergency cooking. The hot plate comes next. Useful only if you have significant stored energy and solar recharging. For most people, it burns too much power to justify regular use. Canned heat ranks above those two but remains a backup option, not a primary one. Too slow, too expensive per hour of heat, and requires you to build or buy a separate rack. The Instafire unit improves on the basic Sterno setup and earns a higher spot because of the dual-purpose heater function and safer contained design. Alcohol stoves come in third. Cheap, effective, and worth owning as a backup. Buy two. Store a bottle of denatured alcohol and keep them in your emergency kit. They will not let you down. The Gas One dual fuel stove earns second place for its speed, fuel flexibility, and low price point. If you cannot stretch to a full butane setup, this covers you well. The Iwatani, or any indoor-rated butane stove, takes first place. Fast, safe, familiar to use, and versatile enough for year-round cooking beyond just emergencies. This is the stove to prioritize. Outro. You do not need every option on this list. You need one reliable indoor stove, a backup, and enough fuel to last through a realistic emergency window. Start with an indoor-rated butane stove and a case of canisters. Add a couple of alcohol stoves for your emergency bag. Everything else is secondary. If you have tested any of these yourself or used something I did not cover, drop it in the comments below.